Tonight, from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, Justin Hopkins. It's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Strap in. This will be a good one. Two one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They will be led out by perhaps the best ever. At 43 years of age now, it's the great Tom Brady.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
And no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Ball at the 26, second and 7. Now Howard. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's King. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. Leading them out, their 2-time Pro Bowl quarterback in his 4th season now from Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Now Watson. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
A gain of 14.
The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Watson. His throw incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Ito Smith, his first carry. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Ito Smith, the ball carrier.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And it's 3rd down.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the gun, here's Watson. Buying time to his left. He can look. The ball comes out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the draw, this is Smith. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So first and goal from the 9-yard line. They run it with Carson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Carson on the carry.
The numbers on the ground for Carson last week. 17 carries, 92 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll try the air now with Watson. That's caught at the 2. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Trace McSorely, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Is good.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Ball carrier.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Down the second down, throw on target. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. They'll set up the screen to Howard. Howard has the 1st down and then some. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 45-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. That throw by Brady incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, they'll get get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Chargers' 28-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, Saints nothing.
2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Brady. But they'll drop this underneath to Howard. Oh, breaks another. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jordan Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Paris Campbell now on the return. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
On the return, the Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive, and it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Draw play. This is Carson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On the delay, here's Carson. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger 1st.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line, because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
From the 50, it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
10 yards.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
At the 27-yard line.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up 1st downs.
15 he goes. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Good sizable run there by Deshaun Watson on the RPO.
That's in his DNA as a quarterback. He's been doing that since high school. He understands the RPO game as well as any quarterback in the league, and he makes excellent decisions. And when he takes off and goes, his team's pretty happy about it.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ito Smith that time, but now it's 3rd down.
That was a nice job defensively. You could almost see him going through the coaching points. Adjust, find the football, knock it away. Well executed.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Makes the score Chargers 10, Saints 7.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you to the end zone and get you 6?
At their own 25-yard.
Jordan Howard and the rest of the offense heading back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. That's taken in by Duvernay.
Brady's pass.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Brady. And he finds McDonald.
That's good.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
The 39-yard line.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Brady. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. Open man is Duvernay. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Duvernay. It's a gain of 6.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Again, it's Brady. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. any part of it that's going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Passer, defense.
So that one will be accepted. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Brady. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Auden Tate, his first touchdown on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Campbell returning it. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Rams ready to go on offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Catch made here by Campbell. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Paris Campbell as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch.
Saints.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now 17-14.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they will play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And a white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Jason Myers.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Campbell returning it. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Chargers to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
On the carry.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Got an open man. It's Washington. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun. Watson to the right side, and he's got Edelman. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now he'll escape to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Gain of 12.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
26.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They run again with Carson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Watson now to throw, sliding out of the pocket. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Makes the score Chargers 20, Saints 14.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate, and it's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from the first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Take over 1st and 10.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A gain of 5.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll run here with John Kelly. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
10 more there and another first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle made.
Corey Littleton there on the tackle. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Take races down the right side, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about.
Offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, Watson. Campbell making the catch. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Trace McSorely with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback, the ability to run the ball fearlessly. And, in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And the option play works on the 2-point try. What'd you think of the call?
I like the call. What you're worried about, though, is if the defense blitzes the play. And if they do, what your answer is, the option. Why? If they blitz it, the quarterback has a chance to get rid of it to a trailing back. That one worked pretty well there.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And thee coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've done before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd and
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Brady's throw there complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. The throw complete here to Williams. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Roughing the passer defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Roughing the passer passer defense.
Oh, and the defender took some liberties there with a late hit, roughing the passer.
The league has done a great job of defining what is a late hit and illegal contact on a quarterback. The defenders really have to get in line.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. To throw again on second down. Brady. That's caught by Howard. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now.
Jason.
Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
A first down carry for Smith. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a first carry for their fullback. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On first down, it's Keller, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. Anthony Harris on the tackle. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
Brings up 2nd.
They'll go again with Kelly. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
Harris on the tackle. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Chargers. Tonight's final.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. But what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Chargers, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile,